Have you ever seen Donald Trump enter or exit a church? Have you ever seen Donald Trump read a Bible except when he had it upside down in his hands on some photo opportunity? The answer is no. And now we've seen J.D. Vance have on the cover of his book talking about his Catholic faith a picture of a Methodist church that he's never been to and they've never seen him at the church. What a bunch of buffoons. Trump ends up talking about the war yesterday and how he's going to decimate Iran with some phrase like, and God be praised. This is hypocrisy at its best. Um, the uh, they just refuse to tell us the truth. They refuse to have a press conference which tells us how many planes have been shot down. They refuse to tell us how many soldiers have been wounded or killed. We know it's much more than what they're saying, and it's hard to believe that it would be easier to believe the Iranian authorities than they would Trump and this group of criminals. Um, the Marco Rubio had just arrested, I think it's the niece and great niece of Soleimani, who Trump had killed from Iran years ago. He had their lawful visas revoked and immediately arrested, which leads one to conclude that the missing airmen had been uh, captured by the Iranians, and we're now arresting people to make a trade at some point later on. That would be the supposition. Meanwhile, top people in the military have been fired, and the story is that they refused to go along with a ground invasion in Iran and believe it's an unlawful order. At the same time, the Hegseth, who thinks he and Trump are the second coming of something. I think it's probably Satan, but they think otherwise, has fired uh, uh, the chaplain in charge of services at the U.S. Military. This is appalling to think that some drunken uh, Fox News host thinks he knows better than men of God of what the preaching should be on U.S. military bases. I might note that Hegseth's aide de camp, if you will, is telling everybody that he and Hegseth sneak out at night and go drinking and get drunk. Uh, the truth of this, who knows? But it wouldn't surprise anybody that a lifelong drunk is not able to quit just to be Secretary of Defense. And at a time when there's high stress, it's high enough that he's firing everybody around them so that they can't contradict them and they can't tell us the truth.